What happened to Lulu?
The daughter of a butcher in the area, Lulu was born Mary McDowell McLaughlin Lawry on November 3rd, 1948 in Lennox Castle, Lennoxton, Glasgow. At the tender age of 4, she made her first public singing debut at a coronation party. She joined a local band called the Gleneagles at the age of 14 and began performing club gigs in and near Glasgow and Edinburgh. Marion Massey, who eventually became her manager and mentor and helped launch Lulu to prominence, first heard her singing. Shout continued to dominate the British singles chart and eventually peaked at number 7, and it was a cover of the Isley Brothers song from the late 50s. The very first British girl singer to perform behind the Iron Curtain was Lulu. She performed on tour with the Walker Brothers, Roy Orbison, and the Hollies. Lulu changed record labels as well, moving from Decca to Columbia. At the Wimbledon Theatre in 1966, she played the title role in the play Babes in the Wood, and agreed to star in her debut television show, Three of a Kind, which was a BBC television series. Not only that, Lulu gained a special distinction in the world of show business with their song To Serve with Love, which reached the top of the Billboard Hot 100. She was one of only 5 British female singers to ever spend 5 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100, and she was the only non-American female vocalist to do so. While the single version of the song from her first film role, To Serve with Love, was released in 1967, Lulu became a member of this exclusive group, and after a few weeks, it was occupying the highest position on the US chart. By November 1967, 1 million copies of the album had been sold and it had remained at the top for 5 weeks. The record-breaking song ultimately sold close to 4 million copies all around the world. It was an incredible accomplishment for the pretty green-eyed singing star. It was the first time in recording history that a number 1 US hit by a British artist wasn't given a domestic release. Since then, Lulu has continued to break records and write history in the world of show business that we are going to get to. After playing a series of barnstorming engagements, including performances at the Coconut Grove in Hollywood, where Variety headlined Lulu's a Winner, and the Los Angeles Examiner called her a singing sensation, and at Miami's Diplomat Hotel, Lulu's success in the United States was complete in 1968 when she was chosen as the most promising female vocalist of the year. Me the Peaceful Heart, Boy, and I'm a Tiger, all which peaked high in the UK, were among some more successful hits she had in the UK. In the US, she didn't have many more hits after To Serve with Love and none that ever even came close to surpassing it, but she managed to stay somewhat relevant in the 60s, and the 70s she started to fade away a little bit, but she was barely 20 at the time, so that's what's so impressive. She was so young and yet she had so many hits in the UK. Lulu made headlines once more at the beginning of 1969 when on February 18th she wed Bee Gees singer Morris Gibb in a public spectacle marked by wild crowd scenes outside the Buckinghamshire church where the marriage was held. Unfortunately, the marriage only lasted 4 years before breaking up. Since she was picked to represent Great Britain in the Eurovision Song Contest in March of that year and sang Boom Bang a Bang, walking away with joint first place, she added another notable first to her resume. She was the second British vocalist to win the prized award, thus it was a huge accomplishment. Lulu encapsulated her emotions in the word fantastic. Lulu's last British single of the 1960s, Oh Me Oh My, I'm a Fool for You Baby, was taken in 1969. She recorded for the first time in America and toured the US with Engelbert Humperdinck. At home, she notched up yet another BBC TV series and starred in the television special Cucumber Castle, which was later screened all over the world. In 1972, she starred in the perennial Peter Pan in the Christmas presentation of J.M. Barrie's classic play in Manchester. Then in 1974, she once again reached the big time with David Bowie's song The Man Who Sold the World, returning to the UK charts after a 5-year sabbatical. Along with becoming a hit, it turned out to be one of Lulu's biggest record triumphs, peaking at number 3 in the UK. It was a victorious and welcome homecoming. Lulu returned with another hit, Take Your Mama for a Ride, a year later. She won Best Groomed Female TV Personality in 1975 according to the National Hairdressers Federation. At the age of 23, she was also chosen to be a subject on the television show This Is Your Life. Tours to the United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and the Far East were among the highlights of that exceptional and wildly successful decade. When Lulu married prominent London hairdresser John Frieda in 1976, her career was put on hold. In June 1977, their son Jordan was born. Lulu has since made a number of international concert, cabaret, and television appearances, fulfilling all of her early promise. She released a new album called The Very Best of Lulu, which include all of her top hits from the 1960s and 1970s, as well as a few brand new songs. With hit singles like I Can Never Miss You More Than I Do, If I Were You, and the Grammy-nominated song Who's Foolin' Who, as well as two exciting albums, Lulu and Take Me to Your Heart Again, she experienced more chart success in the United States. She has also made appearances on all of the country's top TV programs. She had a lot of success in the 1980s on the West End stage and has been in a number of significant productions. She made her first appearance as Adrian Mole's mother, Pauline, at the start of 1987 in the highly regarded series The Growing Pains of Adrian Mole. She appeared as a special guest star on the TVS networked program Summertime Special in 1988, while she was in the midst of her starring season at the Bournemouth International Centre. Another notable professional high point occurred in November 1986 when Granada Books released her debut book, Lulu, Her Autobiography. The next summer, Jive Records released a brand new rendition of her 1964 hit song, Shout. It turned out to be yet another huge hit, simulating the impact of the original album from more than 20 years prior, and it exploded onto the British charts, peaking at number 8. The British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors duly acknowledged and celebrated Lulu's musical accomplishments in October 1987. And they did this by presenting her with their Gold Badge of Merit for contributions to the British music industry. She was honored by the Variety Club of Great Britain in April in London during a tribute luncheon to mark her 25 years in show business. She performed in a series of Sunday concerts at the Bournemouth International Centre during the summer, which were followed by a lengthy concert tour across the United Kingdom. She received praise for her performance as Gossamer Trouble in the television movie Perfect Scoundrels, which aired on the whole ITV network. Lulu took a break from television and began to focus once more on recording. In 1993, she finally released her first single in a long time and immediately retook the charts by storm. The album bearing the same name was released after the song Independence peaked at number 11 on the singles chart and was praised by the music press. The disco, pop, and R&B flavors of the Independence album were combined with vintage soul music. The combination produced good results, peaking at number 1 on the dance chart and debuted on the American Dance Chart. Following the chart-topping second song, I'm Back for More, which Lulu co-wrote with soul icon Bobby Womack, it became a huge hit. One of Lulu's first compositions was chosen to be recorded by none other than Tina Turner once she began creating songs. I Don't Want to Fight was a worldwide blockbuster song and a Grammy nominee, and it was a huge success for both Tina and Lulu. The year 1993 came to a successful conclusion when Lulu collaborated with the then teen sensation Take That to produce the song Relight My Fire. Although this match sounded odd on paper, it worked on record. Lulu's first UK #1 single was the outcome. Lulu's schedule had never been busier, and this was just the beginning. Lulu had appearances on French and Saunders, Absolutely Famous, and went on tour with Take That during this time. Lulu remained in the UK charts in 1994 thanks to the hit singles Goodbye Baby and Amen and Every Woman Knows. Lulu worked on her songwriting skills in preparation for a yet-to-be-released album of her original songs, but in 1999, a taster was provided with the hit single Hurt Me So Bad. For The Poor Boy's Dance, another of Lulu's original compositions, reached number 24 in the UK chart in 2000, earning her the distinction of being on top of the pops in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. In the summer of 2000, Lulu performed on stage at her debut event, Tea in the Park, which was held in her native Scotland. I Don't Wanna Fight is the name of the hit song Lulu and her brother co-wrote with songwriter Steve DuBarry for Tina Turner. Lulu herself released the song in 2003 as part of her album The Greatest Hits. Songs from her 2002 gold album Together featured duets with Paul McCartney and Elton John among others, and it was featured in the high-profile ITV TV special An Audience with Lulu. During the live performance of 1st of May, Lulu reunited with her first husband, Morris Gibb, and it was a little before he passed away in 2003. In the UK, her duet with Ronan Keating on We've Got Tonight peaked at number 4, matching the album Together at that position. In 2005, she released A Little Soul in Your Heart, a collection of soul classics that entered the UK albums chart at number 28. Lulu appeared on American Idol in 2007 as a mentor for the female contestants and performed To Serve with Love. In December 2007, she released a download single on iTunes in the UK called Run Rudolph Run. At this time, Lulu was also promoting a range of beauty products on QVC called Time Bomb. In January 2009, Lulu began a 4-week stint as an advisor/coach on the BBC show Eurovision Your Country Needs You. The 2 CDs set include previously unreleased and demo versions of some of her recordings from this period. She helped choose the singer to represent the UK at the 2009 Eurovision Song Contest. In February 2011, she participated in Let's Dance for Comic Relief. Then in October and November, she participated in Strictly Come Dancing. In August 2017, she was the focus of a Who Do You Think You Are episode on the BBC. She joined the 42nd Street Company in March 2018 and is currently playing Dorothy Brock, the show's star. Lulu sang Relight My Fire on tour with Take That as part of their Grace Hits tour from April to June 2019. She participated in the Miss World 2019 event on December 18th. On the 6th episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK's 3rd season, which aired on the BBC in October 2021, Lulu served as a guest judge. And as of July or August 2022, Lulu is still alive and well, and she's 73 years old right now. And that's what happened to Lulu. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know, give me some of your favorite Lulu songs, and let me know if you have any experiences with her music or if you've ever met her in person. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.